Well, hello, and welcome back to the city of YouTubington, North Carolina, USA. In today's episode, we are detailing our new industry areas, zoning the town near Pooh River Park we built in the last episode, adding more cargo trains to our industry areas, and naming districts and schools after subscribers, and of course, adding more Sims to our ever-growing city of YouTubington. Alright, without any more talking, let's get into it. Getting right into the thick of it here, we are going to start designating some areas for these districts and adjusting the shapes of some of them. Kind of threw them in before a little bit, so just like a real city, it is adjusting over time. But I definitely want this original area right here, which is where YouTubington all started from. That will be our original little square right there. There we go. Get it all edged up. Alright, and then some districts we're not completely redoing, but just getting rid of some of the district within. Like this little office park here, we're going to try to make it its own thing. Okay. Go ahead and grab the rest of that for this industrial area zone. And then this, we're going to make its own district. Main road going through the whole of the city here. This is going to be its own little area as well, including the canal there. Little canal neighborhood. Moving over to this area, we're going to go ahead and fill this all in, take up all of that space. Mainly for a park area. Now we're going to grab our water sources, our river, and designate that as its own district. There we go. Okay. That. And in here in Poplar Bluff. There we go. And we'll grab our main lake here. We'll designate that its own district as well. Edge that up a little bit. There we go. We'll take it and we will run it all the way down through Pooh River Park and out to the sea. Get this beachside area, and we're going to get this whole area as well. We'll be zoning this in this episode. Hop across here and go ahead and get that side of it. There we go. We'll grab that and that. And we'll edge these little edges of the river up. Get it looking nice and perfect. Boom. Alright, we're going to go ahead and designate this little area with the trees and the new residential area for this industry side of the highway. Its own little district. And then we're going to hop over to here. And we're going to start naming some districts. Go put some things on them. These new ones, I gotta actually set them up here. I want this area to have all the bells and whistles. Alright. And now for the name. looking up names here, guys. Good Soul Vista. And then our original square here. Downtown of YouTubington. Let's see. Fairview District. There we go. J. Flowers Borough. And on to my favorite part of YouTubington. This section of downtown over here. Which really, this is the downtown, so now that I'm looking at it, it's got me rethinking it. Concord District. Let's see. No, Cooper District, yeah, we'll change that up. Ivy District, that's got to go. I'm liking this. Alright, and then still more of the same. Just renaming these districts. Now I am taking subscribers' names and naming the districts and a few schools after subscribers. If your name has something very odd in it that makes it seem off, I'll play with like a variation of the name. There we go. Like this one's a perfect example. OLG Gaming. And I just put it as OLG, it just fits better. I mean, you don't want somebody that has a name like Space Walrus. Then you got the Space Walrus District. Which I guess in that case, Space or Walrus District would be an equally weird one. Although the Space District might go good if you had the rocket launch pad there. Be a perfect name. Alright. Traffic is moving, guys, on the highway over there. It's a busy, busy city here. Naming another one here. There we go. We'll grab our newer gated community, which we have not filled in yet. We will be putting residential in there probably in the next episode coming up. There we go. Change this Cooper District here. Cheesy District. That's gotta be one of my favorites. It's funny. Alright. We're almost there. Few more little districts here to go. And some of you guys are lucking out and getting the, I'm kind of just doing them at random. But some of you guys are really lucking out and getting the, resource companies for the industrial area over here. There we go. So some of you guys, the name that I'm playing with is also getting included with a INC or an LLC. There we go. Should get us looking pretty good. Let's see here. There we go. Got another one. Curtis Skills Industrial Park. Okay. Got this one. He loves doing hills and heights and square. Egg Lover Park. Alright, and now moving on to naming some schools after a few subscribers as well. Like I said, some of you guys are lucking out and getting a school, some of you are lucking out and getting a district, some of you are lucking out and getting industry, some of you are lucking out and getting two. Those are those super subscribers. We appreciate you. Some of these are working out very nicely. There we go. Fashion 40 Community College. Ghost of 1000 Elementary School. Queen of Hearts Elementary School. And we got another one here. I love doing this. There we go. Perfect. Alright, y'all. Now comes the fun part. Getting ourselves some gear and getting some trees going on in some of these areas where it's looking a bit bare. Oop. Realized I got a tree anarchy on there. We just treed all the roads and all the buildings. We don't want that. Let's see if we can't reduce this brush size down a little bit. There we go. That's more manageable. Zoom in a little bit, get in here. Grab some trees and just run around the outside here. All these little empty spaces. go. Get this curve. There we go. Gotta get right around this park here in Alder Gardens. And of course put down some trees around our new industrial area. And along the sides of the highway here. And a little bit of a sound barrier from the residential and the other areas. Alright. Now even more trees. Grab some from the edge of the map over here. But shh, we won't tell anybody. Go ahead and continue putting them down here in some of these dead spots. At least until a little bit more business grows in these areas. Keep it from looking quite so empty. There we go. See if we can grab that and do a little bit more. Every little bit we can. There we go. Right, I can't do nothing with it. Alright. Looking better and better. Definitely want to get this sort of almost park area more done up with trees for sure. Slowly getting to where I want it to be. There we go. So along the highway here. There we go. Grab some more trees from over here. I'll empty this whole section out. Should give us a decent amount again. Filling in along the new cargo train track here. Filling in some spots here in the downtown, around the edges here. And trees make all the difference here. Just a little bit of treeage. In the next episode, we are gonna go back in and add like some benches and little meters and little trash piles on back alleys and trash cans and dumpsters and old cars and alleyways, stuff like that. Definitely need some trees around this new area that we built in the previous episode. Go kind of heavy around the direct border of the neighborhood since they have 3 to 4 train lines running basically but right directly behind their main neighborhood there. Being so close proximity, they would definitely hear it, and you know the overall county of YouTubington would pay to have some kind of sound barrier. Some kind of natural sound barrier there. Plus, kind of helps the bring out the beauty of the park there. We'll get some trees here as well. this little industrial area and directly around our junkyard there. Might get these trees a little bit closer to the highway here as well, because I don't really care for that little gap that's got going on. Grab this side. There we go. A little bit heavier in some of these spots. Alright. That looks good. Little patches. Little random patches here and there. Alright, now we're going to get into designating some of our priority roads. And adding in a bit of cargo. There we go, not one, but 2 train cargo stations. Really want to get these exports out. I'm going to turn this into a bit of a train yard here. Curve that in, curve that one over and around, and then we'll do a little few connections here and there between the train lines. And I want to do one over here, because in the following episode we're going to come back to this spot and we're going to smack on some cargo containers and see if we can't find the crane as well. See if we can't make that look like sort of a double yard. My first initial thought here too was I was going to follow the lower road, but I ended up doing a little jog in the train track and following the highway down. Although the jog in the train track was a little more dramatic than I wanted to be. Gotta love move it. There we go. We followed the highway again for a little bit before curving off and following underground back to the main cargo line. Coming right up over here, kind of semi close to Pooh River Park. We're turning back in. Now moving on to our bus lines. A much needed bus line from the new residential area for our industrial side of the highway. Getting them connected up by bus. And then something I've been wanting to do for a while, which is get a citywide bus circuit that goes completely all the way around the city. It'll be a long bus line, but you can get from point A to point B anywhere in the city with this line. And I suspect it's going to be a highly used line. Being that it connects pretty much everybody up from one side to the other. Now to swap out all our old buses for our newer ones and color our lines so we can see our individual lines. There we go. And trams. We are see if we can't connect these up and be able to allow passengers to get from one side of the highway in the city to the other. Alright, I'm connecting that up. Just going to connect up our stops. Let's see here. Why is it not connected? Something's not right here. Nope. Okay then. Alright. And then moving on to setting up some of our priority roads. Going through and selecting a bunch of our main arterials throughout the city and designating them priority. And for some reason here, it would not let me designate the dam as a priority road. But of course we did all our main arterials and our main highways. Just looking at some of our traffic flow around the city, adjusting traffic lights and stop signs as needed. Try to see if we can facilitate a little bit better traffic flow here. Like this has way too many lights all the way down at every intersection is a light. I don't think so. Not doing that. There we go. Give them a stop sign and a light. Keep checking these. Go. Gotta get these guys priority coming in and out of the highway here. Get all the traffic moving. Beautiful. Alright. And then one quick fix here that I've been staring at for the last couple of episodes. And I need to fix it. I can't take it any longer. Straighten this highway out here. Then we're going to upgrade these to the sound barrier highway. And we're going to upgrade the beginning and end of these on and off ramps to the other side. This lower direct one, we're going to upgrade the full shebang. And then the other two larger ones, we're going to do just the first segment and the last segment. And there we go. And that one. Now we'll do these end sections here. And there. Alright. I think it's time to add policing and fire to our new industrial area on this side of the highway. As I have noticed, as surely you guys have noticed, there are quite a few industrial buildings over here that seem to have burnt down. And quite a few criminal pop-ups as well. That all sorted. We're gonna go through here and spam some cracked asphalt and some other stuff, some decals, and spam them around a little bit in here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Now it's time to zone out this area we made and expanded near Pooh River Park in the last episode. Starting with some commercial and some business and some industrial, some heavy residential, and some light residential. This area is going to be predominantly light residential or low density residential. With a decent percentage being low density commercial. There we go, filling it all in all the way up. It's going to be a lot of sims to move into this area. There we go, all zoned up, guys. Fill this in along here with some low density, just a pinch of high density, and some industry right there. And now we're moving on to checking the garbage and adding a bit of garbage capacity. Checking what ones are full and what ones are empty and moving a few as we can. We're slowly eliminating the old garbage area that's down the road there. This little area here that I'm checking on now. As we empty these in the episodes, we'll move the incinerator plants and the landfills out of this area entirely and over to here, where they will live for the time being. Whew, this one's super full. Good thing we're checking them. Gotta empty that one. Alright, and then this one. Alright. We're good. Good to go. Alright. And over here I'm noticing, because it's a new area, we haven't built up yet, but we are going to have a high need for some trash capacity. So we're going to add 2 incineration plants here. Just to up our capacity. There we go. Alright. That is looking mighty fine, guys. Everything else is looking great. I think we may add a little landfill action here too. Just for extra measure. And then we're gonna grab a bus only road and we're gonna attach it here. I've said it before in a previous episode, but I'll tell you guys again. If you get the double directional bus only lane, it can only be used by official use. Alright guys, and just like that, we're nearing the end of the episode. Time for those flyovers to see what we did today. I'll see you guys on the outro. Alright, you absolute legend. That's about gonna do it for today. Happy Friday to you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Got a bunch done today. Detailed up our industry areas a little bit more. Got some cargo trains going on in our area. I'm gonna look forward to building in that other double cargo train station in the downtown area. That's gonna be pretty cool. And we zoned out that new area that we zoned in the previous episode near Pooh River Park. But as I said, I'm gonna slide out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you on the Monday episode. And remember, Mad Murder Nation love, as always. If nobody cares, remember, murder cares. Also, if you would like to support the channel and keep up to date when we drop the next episode, subscribe and turn on notifications. Drop a like if you'd like the content. A free way to show support. And if you would like to support us directly, links for our Patreon are in the description below. Thank you for being a part of the community, and thanks to the whole MurderM Nation family of subscribers. We love you.